Let me tell you about one of Gotham City's most enigmatic villains, the Riddler. You know, that green-suited mastermind who's been tormenting Batman with his puzzles and mind games since the 1940s. Edward Nashton, who later changed his name to Edward Nygma. Get it? Enigma wasn't born a criminal mastermind. As a kid, he was fascinated by puzzles and riddles, using them as an escape from his troubled home life. His father, who accused him of cheating at a school puzzle competition, would regularly beat him, pushing young Edward to prove his intelligence to everyone, sometimes in the most destructive ways. But here's where it gets interesting. Edward actually started his career as a legitimate games designer. He created a carnival puzzle game that was practically impossible to solve. The twist? He'd secretly watch people fail, feeding his ego with every unsuccessful attempt. It wasn't enough, though. He needed bigger challenges, grander schemes. That's when he turned to crime, but not just any crime. Every heist, every scheme had to be wrapped in riddles and puzzles. It wasn't about the money or the power. It was about proving he was smarter than everyone else, especially Batman. Can you imagine the psychological drive behind leaving clues to your own crimes? That's what makes the Riddler so fascinating. He literally can't help himself. What really sets the Riddler apart from Batman's other enemies is that he's not inherently violent. His primary weapon is his brilliant mind. He doesn't want to just kill Batman. He wants to outsmart him, to prove once and for all that he's the intellectual superior. Each encounter is like a deadly game of chess, with Gotham City as the board and innocent lives as the pieces. The Riddler's story is really a cautionary tale about the thin line between genius and madness, about how the desperate need for validation can transform someone from a brilliant mind into a criminal mastermind. In many ways, he's a dark reflection of Batman himself, both incredibly intelligent, both driven by deep-seated childhood trauma, but taking vastly different paths in life. So next time you see that green suit covered in question marks, remember, behind every riddle is a man who just wanted the world to acknowledge his genius, even if it meant becoming one of Gotham's most notorious criminals.